Question everything. Ho. Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader. What just happened?
I don't know. You sounded weird there for a minute.
Dude, there's like a 10-second delay. Hold this thought. I don't know what's going on, but I'm literally listening to myself like 3 seconds behind right now.
Interesante.
I got it figured out. All right. I had it open on X. I had clicked on the actual post that I posted for X and it had me waiting. So the moment it came in, it started playing on X on the other tab. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Crypto fam, I love you guys and I can act like a boomer from time to time. And apparently that is a good example. So let's get this started over. Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader. And we are here on Crypto Warz. Crusader, now that I got all the technical issues worked out, what's up?
Nothing, man. I'm just thinking about that conversation yesterday. Marines communications guy.
I was a data dog, dude. You know,
yeah,
making sure all the networks are up
all the networks,
all the networks.
Stream.
I was good at test taking, you know, and that's how you got certified, and that's what I did. So smash that like if you believe that Keeper is Cisco certified. If you don't believe it, still smash the like because it's a true story. All right, so what's going on in the crypto markets? We have seen things dumping. So this we'll talk about
hopefully we keep dumping. Bitcoin, I think, is coming back down now. Creating kind of a little bit of a double top here on the 5 minute, and we're kind of breaking a little bit lower, which is pushing my Solana short down, which is great. So
you're in a Solana short right now? I'm still in
I've been shorting Solana since the morning.
I got wrecked on my Solana short earlier today.
Super choppy all day, super choppy. Had a bounce off the VWAP and hasn't broken down since then. I'm hoping for a VWAP retest.
Yeah, I chased a little bit on a Solana short earlier today, and of course it turned right back around, went straight up to my stop, and then said, okay, we're done. That's all the pumping we're doing. We're headed back down. So one of the things that we want to throw out there, Crypto fam, is obviously you see us doing Trading Wars on Mondays, Trading Wars on Thursdays. We are really trying to do more and more trading. We enjoy trading. We're having fun with trading. Crusader and I are actively ourselves doing more trading. So we're going to throw a little something fun in every stream, or we're going to start off with it at least today, where Crusader and I are going to put a live trade in on the air. We're going to basically do a little competition. We're going to see who can win just a $20 trade. Are we putting $20 and then stroking leverage on that, right? When I put it in, I'm not putting $20 with, okay, all right.
No.
So we're going to do $20 trades. We're going to spin the wheel same way as we do on Flipper. Well, yeah, we spin a wheel
on Trading Wars,
but on Trading Wars, right? Same way that we do on Trading Wars, and we're going to spin for that asset. So while I get ready to pull up CoinMarketCap, let's do that first so that we both have an idea what our assets are and what kind of leverage we're going to put on them. So Crusader, we'll spin yours first. Are you ready?
Let's get it. Come on, give me that XRP. I want to short that bad boy to a blip. Come on, XRP.
And then, fam, you guys can vote on who you think is going to win this trade once you see what we are trading. Ooh, you are trading BNB. All right, well, you're going to have a lot of liquidity there. And then I will be trading. Come on, Eve.
There's no sound on that wheel.
Oh, look at that. XRP, baby. Woo! So I got XRP. Your boy, the XRP army over here. I got XRP. You've got BNB. And then let's flip over to our leverage. Crusader, your leverage is. And drop in the chat, fam. We're going to put a little poll out here. Drop in the chat who you think is going to get.
Oh, here comes 50X. Oh, it's 5.
You got 5. You got the low ball. That's the lowest one on there, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, 5's the lowest on there.
I don't think there's a lot of volume on BNB.
Let me see what I got.
Very volatile.
Oh boy, I am okay. All right.
50X, baby.
12X XRP. All right, so 12X XRP for your boy Keeper. I'm going to jump into that trade. The rules are really simple. We want to see who can win, and we're going to pay attention to them. We don't have to close it during the stream. we're just going to kind of have some bragging rights over we're going to have trades head to head. So this trade is XRP versus BNB. We can short or we can long. We've got our leverage. Crusader's leverage is 5x, minus 12x. So we'll jump into these trades. Crusader, are you jumping into yours now?
I'm jumping into my trade right now.
If you are, I'd like you to share your screen because we can't have any, any craziness going on in the background here while you're, telling people you're doing one thing. Let me see what you're doing. I'm gonna pull mine up and take a peek at it too. All right. So what are you looking at?
I'm gonna short this thing. I'm gonna go for like 20x on this bad boy.
20x. You don't get to pick your leverage, bro. You got it.
What was my leverage? 5x.
5x.
That's no fun.
How about hold on? How about you just? I'll let you do more leverage than that. How about you just have to do a minimum of what the leverage assigned is?
So,
that makes sense.
The max is 16, so I'll do 16.66.
I gotta find
here
XRP on here. Where's
value?
Where's XRP?
$20, but no, it's hold on.
Here it is. All right, so you're going short.
Yeah.
As much as I hate doing this, I'm going to be shorting XRP as well. Although XRP has been so stable, I feel like this could bite me. But
it fluctuates on the 30.
Yeah, we got the MACD moving down towards the crossover on the 15-minute. Let me check out a little bit lower time frame here. See what we got going on. Oh, just crossed over on the 5-minute to the downside. That's good. Bollinger Bands looking pretty steady. Yeah, I'm gonna short this. I'm gonna short this as well. So what was mine? 20x.
Yeah.
Mine was 20x. 20. It says leverage is too high. Please trade with caution.
My positioning? What's going on?
20x short. And your value, Crusader, is off of that. So mine's 400.
Yeah, mine's 333. There's 16.6x.
Yeah, mine's 400
on BNB. I'm break even right now, dude. My Solana short is doing good, baby. Look at that, $57. Let's go. Solana is dropping like a tank right now. Ooh, coming right to that VWAP, that green line VWAP. Let's see, what's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is dropping. Bitcoin still has some more room. Hopefully, Bitcoin can go down to its VWAP, and it can.
Why? I know I opened this. Why is it not showing as one of my positions yet? Let me update this real quick.
Come on, baby, drop. Yeah, I'm already out trading you, bro. I'm up 1% on my BNB short.
I have an active.
Yeah, an active what? An active
open short.
Well, that's because you put a limit order, so the order hasn't filled.
I see it. I see it.
I had to jump in on market because
I see it, but I didn't mean to limit. I didn't mean to limit in, so I could kill that.
Just hit the X on it and then just mark it in.
Yeah.
All right, come on, Solana, keep dropping. It looks like it wants to bounce off this VWAP once again. That son of a, come on. I'm really hoping Bitcoin just pushes through here, kind of nukes a little.
Why did it not mark it? Why did it not mark it in? Because I am
Come on, you're a Marines communications officer. You're gonna figure it out. You can put a short trade in.
Yep.
Come on, Bitcoin, nuke down to that VWAP a little bit.
There we go, baby. All right,
drop.
So, for those of you curious, or for those of you that I am in a Bitcoin trade that I am currently up $143 on right here, right? Up 86%, which is fantastic. And I am in a 20x long, a $400 trade on XRP. Got in at 51 cents. Let's see what happens. And Crusader, what price action did you get in on?
What price action?
Not price action. What price did you get in? What
my
what was your entry price?
Point was 297.
297, and you went short as well, right?
I went short. Yeah, for sure. I saw this little peak right here. It's peaking out, and just it's following whatever Bitcoin is doing right now. Right, Bitcoin is dropping, Solana's dropping. Hopefully, we can drop below that VWAP. It hits my take profit. But
the goal for everybody watching is just bragging rights. So we want to see, if we can have some fun, do some extra trading. And if you guys want to trade, I'm reminding everybody, LevX is giving away thousands of dollars to people that are trading in the trading competition. So the more people that get in, the more people that trade, the higher that number gets. So if you guys are looking to jump in, I like the exchange. It's been fantastic. We know some people that are over there, so that's always nice. Easy to get a hold of if we need to get a hold of somebody. I don't know. I've been happy with it. There's some things that definitely we want to see change.
I need some extra features that'll just make it a little cherry on the top.
Yeah.
As an exchange and as knowing the people that are on there, I think it's good.
Definitely. So excited about that. So we'll keep you guys up to date as to what's going on with the trades. Let me click over and see what the global market caps are doing, baby. The global crypto market cap is at, drum roll please, 1.54 trillion with a T dollars. That's down 3.53%. Bitcoin 39,302, down about 3% and about 8.3 on the week. ETH getting hammered, baby. 2202, my girl is bleeding. She is on her period, bro. She's down 7.12%, almost 14% on the week. It is rough out there. BNB, which you just shorted, down 4.74%, almost 6% on the week. Solana, which wrecked me earlier. Hopefully it continues to help you, but it wrecked me earlier. Lost a trade on Solana earlier today. It is down 5.24%. XRP fam, we're at about 51 cents, down 4.5 cents. I actually want to see that thing keep dropping, but I will tell you, 50 cents has held as a pretty, I should have probably thought some of that through. The rest of the market, though, if we continue to drop, if Bitcoin keeps going, we could see some more downside on XRP, so we'll see what happens.
There's absolutely no reason to be longing anything. Especially
we would be actively going against just the entire trend. I totally agree with you on that. Let's drop down and see where our two respective, let's see here. There's Caspa. At 9.7.
I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into Caspa here. I'm probably going to be dollar cost averaging into a few other ones as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking advantage of this dip. Let me ask you, Crusader. We talked about this. No one knew where this was headed.
Yeah,
except for me. I mean, I obviously told everybody this is headed to the downside after the
Grayscale called me up and said, "Hey, we're going to be."
Yeah, they're like, "Keeper, listen, don't tell too many people." And I was like, "Well, I've got 34 of my closest friends right now on the stream, and I'm telling all of them." No, but so ultimately, we didn't know how the market was going to react in the short, medium, or long term to the news. But my question to you is, now that we've seen that it has dumped, and we've got actually some information for you guys as to some more detailed information as to why some of the dump has happened, and it makes a lot of sense. So we'll get into that in just a little bit. Do you see more downside coming, Crusader? And if so, we know when the happening is. Yep. Is your opinion starting to change on my one Ethereum bet?
No, I don't think
not
so.
At all.
Nope.
No,
I still think that this is a short-term thing. Right? We can come down to, let's say, Army said 31,000, and we're gonna have amount. I honestly believe the minute Grayscale stops selling, the selling pressure is going to be gone, and we're going to come right back up. This is a short-term Grayscale situation that is dumping on the market. But every other ETF is, if you exclude GBTC, every other ETF is accumulating Bitcoin, accumulating. So there is buying pressure. It's just they're selling a lot more than what they're buying right now. So the minute Grayscale stops dumping, for sure, I think the price goes right back up.
Okay. We'll find out. There's a lot of selling pressure there.
My Solana short just hit take profit, baby. Let's go.
Nice. And let me ask you, because we're trying to educate people on trading. When you say it just hit your take profit, did you take all of it off of the table?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so you weren't limiting percentages out. You said, "Hey, boom, I'm out." How big was the trade?
20%. I got 20% P&L on it. $63 what I made. I mean, I just don't want to continue staying in this trade. As you can see, we've been chopping up here all day, every day.
Yeah.
Back to this VWAP. We could possibly head a lot lower now. I think honestly we can go all the way down to this previous day low at 81.31. But we've been chopping so many times. If I would have gotten out every single time we dropped, I would have made a lot more than $60 today. So I'm just gonna keep looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's having a little bit of a little double top here situation. If Bitcoin breaks the VWAP and drops lower, then I might jump into Solana short again and short it down, because if we lose this previous day low, we might be heading lower to this other VWAP band down here at 79, and I'll short it again. But if it goes back up here, I'll be jumping into a short up here as well, and then ride it back down again.
Bitcoin is struggling right now. I will say that. It is at, what are we at now?
It's at 39,200 and
39.2 and some change. So it's headed back down. It actually fell through my rising wedge that I had drawn over on TradingView. So I'm seeing some movement. We've got money flow coming out. I think we're going to continue to head a little bit lower, at least in the short term. On the 1 minute and 3 minute, it definitely looks bearish. 5 minute looks bearish. 15 minute looks bearish.
Dude, I'm up 4% on my BNB short. How's your XRP short going?
XRP is more like a stable coin. Now I'm up 3.48%.
Nice. Yeah, I'm up
3.48%
right now. Almost full dollar.
You know what? I'm almost there too. It's a big moves, guys. For those of you just jumping in, Crusader and I are spinning the wheel and trading against each other on a daily basis to have some fun, but also to practice trading. You know what I mean?
Yeah. On Trading Wars, getting 4.5% profit of a trade is great. Right?
It's hard, dude. It's hard.
Crypto. Well, we're proving that it's not hard. We just did it right now, and people on Trading Wars
are you actively talking shit about all the professional traders that we have coming on?
The first day, the biggest trade was 6%. 6% was the biggest trade. Yesterday, we had some bigger moves because we had a big move happen. But dude, come on, it's not
blood
that hard.
killed it yesterday.
It's
blood absolutely killed it yesterday.
He did. It actually worked out for him getting into so many trades.
Yeah, he was left, right, and sideways. No, but what I do want to say is we want to practice trading, and we want to get you guys in and checking things out. We want you to use good risk management, but we also want to have fun at the same time. So just a reminder, when we do stuff like this, when we're spinning a wheel for leverage and we're spinning a wheel to pick what asset, we're doing this for entertainment purposes, but also to practice our trading. Yes, we're using real money, but it's like $20 each time with what we're doing right now. But we ultimately believe that that's something that everybody that's getting into trading needs to feel I feel like need to feel some sort of pain. My problem with paper trading, Crusader, is that there's no emotion with it because I'm like, it doesn't matter because I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
if you're able to click your brain in
risk than you normally would if it's real money.
Even if it's $20, it's $20, right? And so I've got the opportunity to make some money on that, but I actually have some skin in the game. So we will keep you guys updated, but just want to remind everybody, the way that we're doing this is obviously, wait for your opportunity, learn from someone that knows how to trade, watch Trading Wars, have fun at the same time. But just make sure that you're using good risk management when we're trading. I am up over $1. I'm up at 5.5%, baby.
Bitcoin's coming down.
I'm at 5.5% right now. So might as well just exit profitably and sit back and watch you just lose your trade. I could just exit right now and just.
I'm up 5% as well. BNB is moving. I'm up $1.03 or something.
I'm up $1.17. So I got you beat. So
me trading an asset that's worth $300.
Oh, listen,
you're trading an asset that's worth
no.
50 cents.
No. Oh, no. We're top 10, baby. It's top 10 to top 10. So
not the same.
Yeah. French Toaster said +1 keeper. See, so if French Toaster agrees with me, then ultimately, no more needs to be discussed.
Well, I'll reserve my opinions on that. I was going to say something. Party shouldn't say.
Crypto fam, we love you guys. If you haven't smashed the like already, make sure that you do that. Turn on the bell notifications for the show. Make sure you're watching Trading Wars. Flipper hodl, guys. $4,100 the next time we play. Lots of fun stuff happening. Get those super chats in if you guys want to be on the wheel. I will tell you, there's not a ton of names on the wheel. And I know, guys, we're asking for super chats. I get it. You can only spend so much, this, that, and the third. But $4,100 is still on the line, and there's not a lot on there. So just throwing it out there if you guys are interested. Check that out. All right, let's get into it. Let's take a peek at the news, and the news that is the bloodbath that is occurring, or at least that's how this article shows it. Bloodbath continues as altcoins keep plunging and Bitcoin dumps to a 7-week low. The total crypto market cap has lost approximately $100 billion in the past 2 days. The adverse price movements in the crypto market alone, with Bitcoin dropping below the coveted 40K mark for the first time in nearly 2 months. Now that it's been almost 2 weeks since the launch of the spot Bitcoin ETFs in the US, it's safe to conclude that the short-term effects of the approvals have been quite unfavorable for the asset, the entire industry. After the initial hype that propelled it to 49K, Bitcoin reversed its trajectory almost immediately and slumped to under 42K. As of now, Bitcoin stands at a 7-week low of 39.5. think it's a little bit different than that right now. Its market cap has plunged to $773 billion, while its dominance over the alts is 50%, as much of them have plummeted even more. Here's a little chart action. Now, as we know, and Crusader, I'll have you jump into this and explain this. It says the altcoins were in the red yesterday, and the landscape has only worsened over the past 24 hours. ETH leads the adverse trend with a 5% plunge that has pushed it to under 2,300. Binance, Ripple, Toncoin have declined by similar percentages. Even more pain: Solana, Cardano, Avalanche, blah, blah. Everything is hurting. Everything is bleeding. Is this going to be a longer term bleed out for these alts where we're looking at this as opportunity, or do you think this is going to be a shorter term type of deal? I think we have some time involved in this.
Talking about the Bitcoin drop?
Well, the Bitcoin drop is going to lead the way, but the alts always lag behind. I'm wondering, like, are we gonna see a lot more pain here with the alts? They're getting hammered right now. Is it going to be a lengthy amount of time or no?
Things are definitely overextended, right? Since October, a lot of the altcoins are up like 200, 300%.
We talked about that
in the last couple of months. So we can drop a lot faster than thought, than we can think of, because of how overextended the altcoins have been. But I don't think this is going to be a long term, like, oh, I've got months to dollar cost average at, lower prices for Bitcoin. Whether Bitcoin drops to 31,000 or not, right? Like what Army was saying, whether that happens or not, I don't think that's going to be we got months to consolidate down there and just pick up Bitcoin. The halving is coming. The ETFs are here. The ETFs are accumulating up as much Bitcoin as they can every single day. They're buying and buying and buying. The supply is getting lower and lower. The minute Grayscale stops selling and Bitcoin's price stops dropping from the Grayscale dumps, we're not gonna consolidate for a long time. I can tell you that. That's my opinion.
I think I actually 100% disagree with you. I think this is going to take some time for us to get through on feelings. No, well, obviously I do feel that way. But historically, dude, think about it. We've had a pre and post halving dumps. That's been leading up to. We'll get a little pump right leading up to it, and then we get a dump right afterwards. I think that these institutions need time to be able to continue to load their bags, and they don't want to. We talked about this in the past, and I suggested this a while ago. They don't want to buy a $50,000 Bitcoin at this point because they're not as used to the price fluctuations as we are. And so I think that they want to see that number down in the low 30s because it's what they are comfortable with, because they don't understand the asset and where it's going. I think that the average person that's getting into these ETFs does not understand the value proposition of Bitcoin long term. And so it's already scary enough looking at something that's $30-something thousand a piece that I don't understand. Now jack that number up to $50,000 plus. The only way that a lot of people that don't understand the markets are going to like be in on that is if they see it move from 30-something thousand to 50,000 and have some skin in the game. And so I feel like it will be better for the investors, better for the big money to have this price plummet, stick around for a while. They're able to convince people, get in. They see price appreciation and they're able to show their investors what geniuses they are. As the Bitcoin halving happens, they're educating themselves more. I just think there's a lot of value proposition for people that otherwise don't understand these markets in buying low and then having some time to accumulate on the way up. As far versus if this thing would have just taken off, hey, chase this, chase, and I can't keep up. Yeah, it creates FOMO. But for people that are already scared of something, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's counterintuitive, especially for people that don't already understand these markets.
Maybe.
Swashbuckling says, I've been working on my emotional intelligence. Girlfriend's request. Yeah. Well, your emotional intelligence will definitely play a part in what you do in the crypto space as well. If you operate as a business, whether it's trading or whether you're, depending on what you're doing, that emotional intelligence is always going to be important. And I think that plays a part here in what we're talking about right now. I think that just people that don't understand these markets need to be able to ease in. And if you can show somebody, hey, this has had an all-time high at 69,000. It's down at 30 something now versus, hey, yeah, the all-time high 60K. I know we're at 52 right now. Do you see what I'm getting at? I don't know. I just think it gives it's an easier sell.
I just don't agree.
It's an easier sell. It's an easier sell. Well, you might be right on this one. I don't get to be right often. And I get to be right on this last one. So I'm holding on tight. Let's see here. Smash the like if you haven't already, fam. Sorry, I was trying to pull something up real quick to see. You want to toss a poll out there, Crusader? Or you want me to do it? Actually, you do it while I pull up this next.
Yeah, there's a poll out there. I asked let's see what they think about the what you just said. Is Bitcoin gonna drop and just stay low?
Or yeah. Are we gonna have time to accumulate effectively?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Clay the Great says, check out the Bitcoin chart I posted in the crypto chat in Discord. If you guys are not in our Discord already, sorry, we've been kind of slow at actively putting this together, but we are grabbing and having conversations with people that are experts in their particular tokens. Clay the Great happens to be the expert in the AVAX fields, and we're trying to put them together into our Discord where people can go in there, ask questions, look at opportunities in their different tokens. So jump in our Discord if you're not already there. We also have some fun and do some rumbles and just, have a good time over there. So make sure to check.
Bitcoin's dropping below the VWAP right now. It looks like it might start nuking a little bit lower.
Well, let's take a look see real quick. Let me pull.
Oh, Solana's dropping, man. I wish I was still in that thing.
Well, let's take a look. Let me see here. Oh, I got to click on it. There we go. I'm up $1.33, up 6.58% on my XRP trade. That's a 20x. That's a $20 trade, so about a $400, as you can see right here, about a 400 USDT trade there. Crusader, you want to pull yours up? Take a peek at yours. Let me see yours.
Mine's definitely not as high as that because, once again, I'm trading an asset that's $300 with $20.
No, that doesn't matter.
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't.
It just does. You buy up a lot more contracts than I do. I have 1.1 contract. You have like a few dozens of contracts.
But it's percentages.
Well, percentages wise, but still, it's not moving hard. Whatever. I'm up 4.46%, almost 5%.
We're both up. We're both up on our trades right now. This is good news.
Tomatoes and potatoes.
Potatoes. All right. So let's see here. Let me pull that off. Let's take a look at why crypto fam.
Solana. Come on, Bitcoin nuke already.
Why have we been seeing all this selling pressure? So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the answer.
Come on.
Or a big piece of it. FTX sold about $1 billion of Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF, explaining much of the outflows. Bitcoin's price has fallen since Bitcoin ETFs were approved. In theory, now that FTX is done selling its substantial holdings, the selling pressure could ease since a bankruptcy estate liquidation's holding is a relatively unique event. So listen, here's what has been happening. And I didn't hear anybody, I heard people suggest this, but I didn't know whether it was actively happening or not. So FTX has their bankruptcy estate liquidation is happening. And so there was a lot of liquidity, a lot of money that had to come from somewhere. Well, they held a ton of GBTC. They have sold over the past 2 weeks approximately $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, which is putting selling pressure, obviously, on the market, which we have seen. And so when people were asking, what's the direct, is it just a buy the rumor, sell the news? Yeah, that could be part of it. That absolutely probably is part of it. Were people pricing it in? Yeah, that's probably part of it too. But a minor detail is when you're selling $1 billion worth of an asset out onto the open market kind of all at the same time to get together for a bankruptcy, that probably plays a big part too. So Crusader, in your thesis, you think that now this is done, that selling pressure slows, that GBTC is not going to be continuing to be dumped the way that it was.
I'm not saying they're stopping right now. I'm just saying whenever it is that they do stop, because they've got like a total of like 500,000 Bitcoin. So
dude, it's like they were there. The second place, the second place person
here. So
the second place was at they had $30 billion of assets, and like total, the 22 million shares that it sold were close to $1 billion. That's the 22 million that FTX sold. But they were at where is it? shoot, where did that number go?
Well, let me show you here in this
You
chart
have
right
it?
here. I don't know what it is that you're talking about, but Grayscale's fee is 1.5%. Everyone else's fee is significantly lower than that. This is the amount of Bitcoins that they have, Grayscale right here, right? 552,000. They've been selling. If you remove GBTC's selling pressure, all the other ETFs have accumulated over 94,000 Bitcoin at this point.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And that's been the problem, is them selling thousands and thousands and thousands of Bitcoin all over the Coinbase daily, dropping the price. Once this stops, wherever that number will stop, right? We don't know. They have the largest amount of Bitcoin compared to everyone else. Whenever that stops, the accumulation of Bitcoin is going to be larger than the selling pressure from GBTC. But
$22 billion, GBTC remains ahead of the next two companies in the assets, BlackRock and Fidelity, both at $1.4 billion. So look at that massive gap there. It is a freaking huge gap, which is what you're referring to. So you're saying, hey, when the big dog stops. Now, the interesting thing that you brought up too is the 1.5% fee that they're charging versus everyone else is at like what, 1/4% or whatever.
yeah, less.
So the other question is, are people exiting? They're taking profits because they were buying GBTC at a heavy discount at some point. So they're exiting, they're taking profits, and they're saying, oh yeah, by the way, while I'm taking profits, I also think I'm gonna move my ass over to BlackRock or over to Fidelity or somewhere else, because a 1.5%, especially on a large number, they've got to change that soon. I guarantee you that there's probably a reason
whoever was buying GBTC, they were at a discounted price for a very long time compared to the real price of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
People are accumulating it. Now they got converted over. Now they can sell it, get out of that at a profit, right? That's the average person, the average institutional player or whatever, wealthy person buying GBTC. And then they can get out of profit right now, dump their GBTC, get rid of that 1.5 fee, jump to a lower one. And on top of that, if the FTX thing is real and they really are dumping because of their bankruptcy state, because they did hold a large amount of GBTC, then obviously that is more selling pressure added for a different reason. And overall, GBTC is just holding too much Bitcoin and their fees are too high. So they're all getting dumped right now. Whenever that stops, the selling pressure for Bitcoin will stop. I mean,
Hey, shout out to Caffeinated Crypto. I don't mean to cut you off, but he just gifted 5 memberships. Shout out to you, Caffeinated Crypto. Appreciate you, brother. French Toaster was gifted. Big Dogs Crypto, Moon Boy, Moon Boot Boy, Crypto Chef, Crunk C. So, dude, shout out to Caffeinated Crypto. Caffeinated Crypto. I am
that man on the wheel.
On the wheel, brother.
What was I going to say? I was saying, yeah, today alone, Grayscale has dumped another 4,292 Bitcoin. That was yesterday, actually. Latest data.
So about the size of my HODL bags, something like that.
Yeah, give or take, no big deal. So and then Fidelity and the other ones have accumulated about 9,000 Bitcoin, with another with Fidelity adding 5,000 and the other ones including 9,000 from yesterday. So all the other ETFs are accumulating, man. It's just Grayscale that's dumping. So whenever that stops, Bitcoin's gonna pump.
Yeah. Speaking of Bitcoin pumping,
Bitcoin is dropping right now.
Bitcoin is pumping for me, which means it's going down. My short is continuing to move to the upside. I'm at almost 100% unrealized P&L on that. My XRP trade's up about 8% right now. So things are moving in the right direction. If trading is, here's the great thing about trading. I have my HODL bags. Crusader, you have your HODL bags.
Yeah.
If I'm trading as a supplemental thing and I'm using risk management the way that I know that I should, it allows me to make money whether it's going up or down. And I do know long term what I know is happening with crypto, right? So if the markets pump, what I'm getting at is if the markets pump and I'm short, I lose a trade, but my long-term portfolio is ripping and is giving me price appreciation. If the short term is dumping right now, well, I'm not selling my long-term bags at this point anyway. And so why not make money on the way down with a couple shorts. That's kind of how
Yeah,
I am.
the simplest way is right is like your long-term bags are like your 401k, right? They're your retirement plan.
Mhm.
And then your trading is just cash flow, right? It's just making money come in,
Yeah.
right? And hopefully you're making more money than what you're losing on the trades to stay profitable. And you're just having cash flow coming in, and you can use that profit a dollar cost average into more positions as things change or whatever in the markets, or you're just growing a different bag, which is just your cash flow bag, and you're just using that as a whole separate thing.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm starting to dedicate and spend more time on trading because I want to, as I'm trying to put myself in a position to replace myself in one of my other businesses, I want to be able to spend more time on trading and be able to make money on the way up and the way down, because actively I'm not making money on my hodl bags because I'm not taking profit, right? It's just long term. Okay, yes, this is great for me. In the short term, I'd like to be able to, pay my mortgage, or, just pay some car payment, pay some car notes, whatever. So that's what it is, fam. I have no idea. I think Crusader just jumped off for just a second.
What just happened? What was that?
Question is, what?
You there?
Huh? Yeah, I'm here.
What was that?
I don't know. You just all of a sudden disappeared. Like your
Weird.
whole thing just disappeared. And now you turn back to Keeper.
Interesante.
It changed your name again. I don't know why it does that, dude. I got you. I got you fixed. There we go. All right. So the question becomes, is Grayscale takeover bait amid Bitcoin ETF battle? Check this out. It says the battle to scoop up investors' money for newly approved Bitcoin ETFs is shaping up to be a fierce one among BlackRock, Fidelity, and other financial firms. If the newcomers want to take a giant leap forward, experts say they could consider buying the incumbent in Bitcoin investing, Grayscale. The crypto asset manager earlier this month got permission to convert its GBTC into an ETF. At the same time, 9 other companies won the ability to create their own Bitcoin ETFs. So this is what we were just talking about. Bro, they're talking about, though, in this, they're wondering or suggesting the idea that Grayscale is not making changes other than, making the conversion from GPTC over into the spot ETF. Basically, they're saying, hey, we hold all of this Bitcoin. You guys believe in this thing that's called Bitcoin. They're effectively saying that at the right price, it would be a very, very tempting and lucrative thing for another company like BlackRock or whatever to step in and buy out Grayscale. My question would be, and I don't know how this works, how would they even value that? Because it would be almost insane, it would think, for Grayscale.
Because they're holding a ton of Bitcoin.
It just seemed, and I know we're crypto guys, right? So we're obviously thinking crypto, and they're thinking whatever it is that they're thinking for business purposes, and it's tens of billions of dollars. It's not even the same playing field with what we're talking about, but it's like they say for the right price. So what are they going to do? Sell at a discount on Bitcoin? That doesn't make sense.
Sell at a premium.
But they're saying for the right price. I'm curious what that looks like.
I still think it would be a premium price on the Bitcoin, right? Like, let's say Bitcoin is dropping right now. We're at 38,000 or whatever. Well, we'll sell it to you for, 50K. Say Bitcoin is at 50K. We're going to value it at 50K. We're going to sell it to you at that price. And that's the valuation that we want to be sold at, because they know that in the short term, it's going to go way higher than that. So they're definitely not going to sell all that Bitcoin that they have accumulated at a massive discount or any type of discount at all. So
you would think.
I don't think it would make any business sense to sell Bitcoin. They've already accumulated it.
I don't know what they accumulated at. I don't know what
they're accumulating throughout the bear market. They were accumulating all this massive Bitcoin for way cheap. I wonder
what their average entry was.
Would be. It doesn't even matter what the entry price is. There's just no reason. If they were buying it, it's because they understand where it's going in the longer term. It makes no sense that they're going to short themselves and sell it at a discount.
Yeah. And again, this could just be an article to be written as an article, but it does talk about how they've accumulated almost $30 billion of Bitcoin, which, the newcomers coming in have, started it at zero. They've got $30 billion worth of Bitcoin sitting there. So one of the things that I do want to take your attention to, though, Crusader, is if they've got $30 billion worth of Bitcoin at today's prices, and let's just say their average entry is 30K. Let's say their average entry is 30K, and we're almost at 40K. That's a 33%. And when we're talking in billions and billion, we're talking 10 billion with a B dollars if they just sold it at spot.
That's
That
right.
makes sense. Does that make sense? I mean,
that's exactly. So why would they sell that at a discount to another company that's trying to buy them out?
no. I agree. At a discount, no, I don't think that would make any sense. That
company's trying to buy them out because they understand the value of the amount of Bitcoin that they're holding.
Yeah.
And they know that they know, right? It's like, I know you're trying to buy me because you know how much I got. And I'm not gonna sell it to you for a discount. If you want it, you're gonna pay me premium prices right now.
And then the question becomes, and I don't know how any of this works, but the question becomes, when you buy out a business that has a massive, we look at it as an opportunity, but it's a liability. It is a massive amount of liability that's sitting there. $30 billion of Bitcoin, right? It is a risk on. Hold on. Yeah, it is. On paper, for tax purposes, hell yes, it is a liability. Because
liabilities cost you money. Assets fluctuate in price. That's not a liability.
But
a house is a liability because you got to pay the mortgage every month. It doesn't yield you any money.
You're right, but you're ultimately buying a risk-on asset. What I'm not saying is that for tax purposes, it's going to fit the definition of a liability. I'm saying it is a liability for someone to get in and buy a company that the majority of everything that they have is just in Bitcoin in the short term. Because if that goes wrong, obviously I don't believe that's going wrong, and I realize that it would be a massive opportunity for anybody that did it. But the reality is, if somebody's wrong and you've got $30 billion on your balance sheet of Bitcoin, and guess what? Bitcoin doesn't end up being the one. What are you gonna do, right? You're absolutely canned. Is all I'm getting at. Obviously, I think they're going to make money. Obviously, it would be a huge opportunity for anybody if they're able to buy it out. I'm just saying, I wonder how when they get in and buy a company like that, I wonder what the tax opportunities are in that sort of a circumstance. I'd be curious to see what it looks like when you buy a company that the majority of all their balance sheet is in a risk-on asset. I just would be curious to see what they're able to do. Yeah, I bet they get pretty creative. I'm going to guess they get pretty creative.
If they buy it at a premium, they're definitely going to have tax advantages for sure, because they're buying an asset that's not worth that, and they can, do the whole depreciation or whatever it is.
And
I don't know.
Yeah, I just would be curious. I like the business side of it, and I think it's interesting. I've seen what accountants are able to do, and I just think it'd be really interesting to see. Swashbuckling Scallywag says you don't have to buy the company; you can just buy their assets. Yeah, you're right. You can't just buy their assets. I guess it depends on what you would want to do with the rest of whatever it is that Grayscale. Now, Grayscale though is owned by Circle, or is owned by DCG, Digital Currency, or DCG. They're owned by DCG, Digital Currency Group, right? Yeah.
What was that?
Grayscale is owned by DCG, Digital Currency Group. So yeah, they are. I just hold on a second. I'll double check, but I'm almost. Tell me in the chat, but I'm pretty positive. Hold on.
Update for today on January.
Yes, Digital Currency Group. Yep, they own Grayscale. Yep. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they had issues too. They were kind of like almost bankrupt throughout the bear market.
Well, they're getting sued by the New York Attorney General for quote unquote defrauding 230,000 investors of more than $1 billion. That's a case that they have.
Interesting.
Yeah. What were you about to say? Update from what?
Yeah, the update for look on chain. I'll show you right here. BlackRock added 6,400 more Bitcoin. The Fidelity added 3,000. ARK shares added 1,600 today, and that was 154 million. 62 million for ARK, and BlackRock yesterday added 251 million, which is 6,400 Bitcoin. So they're buying.
Excuse me. Yeah, they're definitely buying. I think it'll be interesting to see whether this ends up being a long drawn out process of some lower prices. I actually won't be upset about it because I'd like to dollar cost average into some more alts currently. So I won't be upset about it, but I know everybody's ready for this thing just to kick and go and never come back. I know that's what people definitely want. Crusader added to his XRP bags today, John says.
My short bags. Maybe I'm shorting that thing all day.
Yeah, you know what? I'm short and I'm up about 5% right now. Update on that. Bitcoin. What's that?
You're only up 5%?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
5%. I'm up 6.34% right now.
You are ahead of me now. Yes, sir. And again, we will figure out when we want to exit these trades, but the goal is to beat your opponent. So we'll see. We shall see. All right. Last but not least, actually, I want to talk about XRP. Here you go. You're going to love this one. XRP to crash to virtual zero against Bitcoin, predicts Max Kaiser. There's Max Kaiser himself. Look at this. XRP crash update. XRP is centralized garbage that is mathematically guaranteed to trade at virtual zero against Bitcoin. By contrast, Bitcoin is perfect money, perfectly decentralized, sent by God to unmess up our money. That was Max Kaiser. He posted a screenshot of the XRP chart showing its price decline. At the time, XRP was down 5.68% in the last 24 hours to 49 cents. Bitcoin fell 5.25 at the same time, trading at 38,750. Blah, zay, blah. But Kaiser's oftentimes expressed his scorn for XRP in the wake of its legal battle. However, his predictions have not always been correct, as Ripple won the victory in the SEC litigation after the judge ruled that XRP was not a security. The SEC also dropped its accusations against Ripple executives Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. XRP has demonstrated resilience, maintaining its position in the top 10 crypto by market cap despite legal woes and market uncertainty. It's now the 6th largest crypto by market cap. That being said, whether XRP will crash to virtual zero in Bitcoin pairing or rise to new heights remains to be seen. I don't see this going to a zero in any sort of regard. He is just like you, Crusader. He hates.
You don't see
XRP.
The possibility of it going to a zero?
Of XRP going to zero?
Of course. Yeah.
No.
You're crazy.
How would we get there?
Ripple goes bye-bye, XRP goes bye-bye. I've said it 100 times on the show. Without XRP, without Ripple, XRP can't survive.
Without Ripple
behind it, XRP dies instantaneously.
Well, it can't be instantaneously because
of course Ripple's gonna dump all their XRP. XRP is gonna instantly go down to zero, and nobody's gonna be able to buy it up, and nobody's gonna want to buy it up because they've got nothing without Ripple. Okay,
so you could say that about just about any asset besides Bitcoin.
No.
What do you mean? Well, if the Ethereum Foundation isn't behind ETH and it has nobody to do the upgrades or make changes to the network or blah blah blah.
No,
blah,
we're not talking about upgrades or network. The XRP's price is solely based on the connections that Ripple has as a company with the World Economic Forum and so forth, and banks and yada yada yada. Without that, I'm not even talking about upgrades and development on the blockchain, because anybody can continue developing or whatever. Without them doing that, XRP's value goes to zero. The only reason why people buy XRP is for the simple reason that they think Ripple has connections to these massively global elites that can push the price into this swift takeover switch and take over everything. That is the sole reason anyone buys XRP.
That's definitely, of course, price appreciation is what people are looking for, just like most people in the crypto space. I agree with that. But there are, whether you want to recognize it or not, there's a lot of people and banks using the XRP ledger. So why would it just...
Why are you lying when ain't nobody using that garbage?
Bro, I will pull up the list right now. It is a lot. It is a lot of banks worldwide are using this.
Oh my God. All the banks are using it. And where is it at? 50 cents. Where was it before the bank started using it? 50 cents. So are they using it?
Definitely not true, because when XRP first came out, it was at fractions of pennies, just like anything
you mean
else.
like 10 years ago?
Yeah,
10 years ago when nobody even knew what crypto was.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it is number 6, I believe, on market cap. So just saying. Yeah, it's number 6.
That's never folded.
It's worth $27 billion, but you think it would go to zero.
100%. I don't think it. I know it the fact. They got sued and XRP's price has been suppressed for 5 years because of the lawsuit. And they didn't sue XRP, they sued Ripple. Right?
So what do you mean?
Ripple got sued, right?
Yeah.
They can't sue XRP.
Right.
And XRP's price was instantly suppressed because of the lawsuit, right?
Yeah.
XRP, if Ripple goes away, if they disappear, they go away, whatever happens to them, they stop doing or promising all stuff that they've been promising, XRP's value goes to zero. If a lawsuit can affect the price of a cryptocurrency because they sued a company that is the sole reason why XRP moves in price, then obviously if Ripple goes away, XRP goes to zero.
But all I'm saying is the flaw in the argument is that effectively says that every single centralized entity, Solana, for example, everyone that has a company backing it, behind it, you're saying if the company goes away, it's just gone.
It's not
because
the same.
But it kind of has to be.
Nope, it's not, because
why?
The companies that are behind different altcoins, right? Nobody buys the Solana or the whatever because of the company behind it. So who can name right now the company behind Solana? Nobody. Right?
They can't. Somebody, but
I'm sure somebody can Google it and find out. No, whatever. Nobody invests into these altcoins because of the company behind it. Nobody buys into Ethereum because of the Ethereum Foundation and this. They don't buy that for that reason. They buy XRP for the sole reason of Ripple's existence and Brad Garner,
what they believe that it can do in the global financial system,
promising to do with their connections. That's the sole reason. Ripple goes away, XRP's value goes to zero.
All right. Well, I'm going to need to do some more homework, I guess, to give you a better response. But I don't believe it would go to zero. I believe it would get absolutely crushed. I believe it would get crushed.
In a lawsuit. If Ripple goes away, they definitely go to zero.
What are you up?
I'm up 8% on my trade for the BNB short. Let's go, baby. Where are you at?
Right. I'm at 5.42% on my current XRP trade. So we're both up, which is good. You just get to figure out. You got to figure out when you want to exit, because I'm not going to tell you when I exit. So we're gonna find out.
Bitcoin's trying to come reclaim that VWAP.
I know. I see that.
Hopefully it gets rejected here and we can nuke back down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Enrique Suave wanted to remind you of something. People still trade Luna, and it's not at a zero.
Luna's got more value than XRP without Ripple.
Oh boy. All right, so Crypto Fam, we love you guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to sign up to LevX on Mondays and Thursdays. It's Trading Wars Monday. Hey, listen, we are down to 6 people. Who's the finals? Who's the 6 people that are left right now? We have Blood.
Yep.
We have Jenna X.
Yep.
We have
Alex O.
We have Crypto Face. We have Nick Cypher, and we have Evan Aldo. Those are the 6 that are left. Now, hold the phone. Army Piper and Crypto Crow go at it 1v1 on Thursday. So if you guys want to get caught up, we have the redemption bracket, which is every Thursday. The people that get saved, because AJ and Army were up for getting saved yesterday, and the people saved Army. And so on Thursday, 1v1, Crow versus Army Piper, the winner of that goes to the following Thursday, and so on until we get to the end. But there's only 6 contestants left. So jump in, get involved. LevX is giving $5,000 in bonuses. Just throwing that out there. And that's not like you got to deposit some massive amount of money. No, they're literally matching you. You just have to put in some trading volume, which happens in about 3 trades. So it's very simple to do. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure to use our link down below. And I actually think I have it pinned in the chat as well. All right, Crusader. Anything that I am missing or anything you want to touch on before we close out?
Ripple 0.
Mark Dutch says, guys, could you invite Andy Bitcoin Census for the Trading Wars next time? Mark Dutch, send us an email. John wants me to get a new partner. So I'll work on it, John. But I kind of like my partner. I just don't like all of his opinions. Okay, so that's okay. That's okay. We love you guys. Question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, HODL.
Like it's up.
We will see you soon.